What's going on, you guys? So, check it right. With October 21st slowly approaching, A-Reece is set to drop his highly anticipated third studio album, Paradise 2. Now, since 2020, the boy has been teasing the album to us, essentially creating a lot of hype and speculation around the album. But with that said, Reece has been subjected to a lot of criticism and over-analysis when it comes to his career. Now, when you're a big artist such as him, you have a lot of noise coming your way, basically discrediting all the work you've put in to get to the position you are currently in. Now, on Achilles, A-Reece famously said, P2 coming soon, it's time to silence the noise. And what does he mean by the noise? While over his career, and especially this past year, Reece has been subjected to a lot of scrutiny from fans and critics alike, ranging from his fallouts with the numerous crew members he was once associated with, his lack of brand deals and not being able to capitalize on the many opportunities we think he's gotten, also being criticized for the relationship he has with his girl and how them being together hasn't been beneficial for his career in any way, and that she's essentially holding him back. Now, other things that people criticize Reece for is his lack of a rollout plan for his projects, his lack of a management team for pushing his career further in the industry, him not traveling enough overseas, more specifically the US, to try and network and expand his fan base further, as well as him also being secluded from everyone else and doing things his own way and on his own time. Now, as I previously mentioned, this is all just noise when it comes to the boy, because his main focus has always been the music, considering that he views himself as a student of the game and he takes his craft really seriously. I mean, I couldn't have said it better. Part 2, Reece said, known purely for the music, no other attachments. So we're dealing with the guy who doesn't partake in the gimmicks and antics, essentially not giving into all the other BS that all these other artists give attention to. Now, with Paradise 2, the main criticism has been a lack of a rollout plan and that he should drop a single or a visual at least. But Reece views connecting with the fans and being in the real world as a rollout for him, and that's what he's essentially doing with the Phase 1 of the Reece Effect tour.
We are big A-Reece fans, I'm definitely a snob,
Right.
But the one thing that I've always wanted to ask you is, like, do you ever feel like you need to sort of change your approach as far as the marketing and the strategy behind how you come out? Because you just treat the date, and that's that.
You know what's crazy for me, right?
Yeah.
It may seem that way, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, it may seem like Reece just pulls up, he announces on Twitter, on social media.
Everybody goes crazy.
And the next week the link is out there.
Yeah.
But it's like, for me, it's like my rollouts are done in the real world. When I go out to these shows, when I touch people's hands and they're like, bro, when's the album coming out? And I'm like, yo, listen, this is what's happening. You know what I mean? When the people go back to my music, my older stuff, and they like, yo, we don't even have to worry about this man. You know what I mean? We know that when he
proven
puts it out,
himself.
he want it. I just feel like I don't have to change my approach. I don't have to. I just feel like my approach is just putting out music. That's the approach. Putting out that quality music. I did rollouts before.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But it's like, man, what really matters is the result. The end result.
Now, the thing about Reece is that he's heavily supported by his fan base, the Slimes, and they actually took matters into their own hands and essentially pulled off a rollout for the boy and Paradise 2. Now, all credit should go to Masichaba, who is a huge supporter of Reece and essentially cultivated the Slimes to change their display pictures to this image of P2, and has been a huge reason as to why the boy has been trending on Twitter for several weeks. So even though Reece views his music as his own rollouts, the Slimes are definitely at work as well in support of the boy. Now, with Paradise 2 set to drop in a few weeks, it's basically go time for Reece to silence all the noise, all the doubters, the critics and the haters with this album. Now, with it being teased over the course of 3 years, a lot of pressure has been placed on Reece by his fans as well as himself. But one thing about him is that he never disappoints when it comes to dropping a full body of work, especially his albums. So I have no doubt that he will deliver with this album. It's just a case of, will he fully get the credits he deserves once he's able to silence all the noise? I guess we'll have to wait for October 21st. But you guys, let me know your thoughts on this. Do you believe A-Reece will be able to silence all the noise once Paradise 2 drops? Comment down below. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to hit that like button if you found the content dope, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's on to the next one. Peace.